in the co-main event was another rematch, and this rematch was between Rafael Espinoza and Robeisy Ramirez. Uh, this fight was very, very interesting. Because in the first fight, Robeisy Ramirez was the favorite in that fight, and Rafael Espinoza pulled off what probably was considered one of the biggest upsets of 2023 when he upset Robeisy Ramirez. Well, now it's time for the rematch. And man, this fight had a little controversy in it. I thought in the first of all, let me explain to you, for those of you who have never seen Rafael Espinoza. You know, these guys are fighting at 130 pounds. Rafael Espinoza walks around every bit of 6'1", maybe 6'2". He's a very big 130 pounds. And, you know, he's the Sebastian Fundora of the 130-pound division. But unlike Fundora, I find that Rafael Espinoza does carry a little muscle mass for that weight division. Fundora ain't nothing but skin and bones at 154. You know what I'm saying? You can tell. It's a difference. But back to this fight, the rematch with Robeisy Ramirez. Robeisy came out. I thought he was boxing well early. Rounds 1 through 3, I thought Robeisy looked good, getting in and out. Good body shots, landed a few uppercuts in the fight. But in round 4, it seemed as if Robeisy Ramirez was starting to slow down. And watching that fight, you see Robeisy, he's moving a lot. He didn't sit down on his punches too much early in that fight. And to the naked eye, it appeared as if Robeisy Ramirez was gassing out. But Robeisy, you know, he got an eye injury in the 4th round, and he fought through it. 5th round, you can start to see Rafael Espinoza start to turn the tides in the fight. And the fight started going Espinoza's way. Espinoza started kind of walking Robeisy down. Robeisy was not as mobile. So, like I say, to the naked eye, it's looking as if Robeisy is slowing down. And me watching the fight, honestly, I started to think that Robeisy's only way to win the fight was by knockout, because the way it was looking, I was thinking Robeisy is not going to be able to make it 12 rounds at this pace. Espinoza was picking up every round, and Robeisy was already looking on the decline. Well, this fight ended in a weird way. In the 6th round, Rafael Espinoza, at the beginning of the 6th round, caught Robeisy Ramirez with a right hand to Robeisy's eye, and Robeisy waved off the fight and said no mas. So this fight is starting to be considered as no mas 2024. And I hate that for Robeisy Ramirez, you know, but I'll tell you what, Rafael Espinoza is a problem. You know, I think he's gonna give everybody hell at 130 pounds. Yeah, this kid can fight. So, you know, the world should be on notice about Rafael Espinoza. And I just want to congratulate Rafael Espinoza as well on his victory over Robeisy Ramirez. Yeah, so the controversy came in when Robeisy Ramirez afterwards was asked what happened in the post-fight interview, and Robeisy said that he got received an elbow, a flagrant elbow from Rafael Espinoza. And when you're watching the fight, you don't see anything egregious. As I was watching the fight, you know, when they were translating that, I was calling BS. I didn't see an elbow. But sometimes when you go back and you actually look for something, you find it. and that's exactly what I did. I wanted to see if I could validate what Robeisy was saying. Did he really get hit by an elbow from Rafael Espinoza? And here is the verdict. You guys judge for yourself. Ooh. Man, I think Robeisy does have a case. I've seen fighters try to fight through their orbital bone, and that could have been what broke his orbital bone. And when Rafael Espinoza hit him with that right hand in that same eye, since it was already broke, that pain was a little bit different, and he didn't want to go on with the fight. He said, "Shit, you're not about to keep hitting me in the same eye." You can really lose your boxing career that way and do real permanent damage. So I think Robeisy did do the right thing. But if you look at what Espinoza did, Espinoza threw that left hook and he pulled that guard of Robeisy's down. That's an old school trick. He was trying to pull it down, but Robeisy stayed strong, and he definitely he finished with the elbow. He finished with the elbow. I want to see it one more time. I just got to see. Looks like you guys tell me what you think in the comment section. Do you think Espinoza hit Robeisy with an elbow? Do you think this elbow that I'm about to show you, do you think that was the cause of Robeisy quitting and saying no mas in his rematch with Rafael Espinoza? Yeah, when you see it right there, man, look like he finished with that elbow.